Hi Ken, thanks for meeting us.
Yeah.
Just briefly about myself, I translate Japanese lyrics to Hungarian. I'm from Hungary, by the way.
Yeah.
I would like to have some questions regarding the new album, the tour, and maybe some other stuff.
Cool.
But before I start anything, I brought you some alcohol from Hungary.
Oh my god, nice! Thank you!
So it's just a reminder that next time you guys really should come to Hungary.
Is it like what kind of drinks? Like whiskey or...?
It's a kind of liquor, 40%.
What's the taste?
It's kind of bitter.
Okay. It makes sense.
So, your new album, Ex Machina, is just out.
Yeah.
So, what was your motivation for creating this album?
Before we started to make this album, like we made like 3 EPs, New Age Warriors and Freedom and a Wipeout, and it was great to like having the time like to make not album like show stuff like EP, and we call them in Japan as single as well. And you know, the writing process was like totally different with the album. Making single or EP is way harder than for us, because you know, like our music is like super heavy, and at the same time our music is not like focused on the mainstream music scene. So like it was kind of hard, because like, you know, people really want us to make like lead track on each record, and it's like it was kind of like challenge for us, and but we definitely had a great time, and then we were like, how do I say, super excited to make album, because like we can express like more about Crossfaith, super, how do I say, like with our like full details, you know what I mean? So like yeah, it was great motivation, and also like before we start make a concept, we started talking about the band, about us, like what should we like output to the world, like from Crossfaith, and through our music, and we found out like what I say, like it was kind of cool, like our attitudes in the band is the most important thing, because like we always trying to new thing, and to like make a difference from different bands, and like we're a Japanese band, but we playing music like whole world, and it's super hard to find the band like Crossfaith. It was great motivation, definitely.
And you mentioned that the music writing process was different this time. What you mean with this?
Okay, yeah, it was like this time we made this album as self-produced, and actually like we did twice, like for our first record and a second record as well. And especially like the first one was like we were like tracking like every single instrumentals and vocals like by ourselves, and we mixed by ourselves except mastering, but like artwork was made by Teru, and everything was like super, how do I say, handmade, and we produced everything. And after that, like we started working with like producers like such as Machine, and like David Bendeth, and Josh Wilbur, and so many like good producers, and we learned from a lot like from them, and I mean like in a good way, and also like little like bad way. I mean like it's the producers will never be in the band, you know what I mean, like they're just producers, like they always trying to make a song like greater, you know what I mean, or like more like business side, you know what I mean. And this time like we really want to like finish this album like full details by ourselves, like just by ourselves. So like we picked trucking engineers. I picked like the guy who helped me to like vocal trucking, I mean like in like pronouns and some kind of stuff. And yes, like it was amazing, like so much fun. And I did vocal trucking in another studio, and like instrumental was like different studio at the same time. But like we got like contact each other constantly, like send the demo, and I feedback them, and they feedback to me again, and it was like, you know, a great moment. Like as a musician, like we learned a lot from the like self-producing. So now I think like now we are ready to like work with like the other producers, I think.
And what is your personal favorite song from the new album, or what is the song you are the most proud of, if you have to pick one?
Make a Move. Make a Move is one of the like tune like from this album. It's super catchy, and I try like rapping like feathers or some kind of stuff, and it was super hard. Like it took a long time to like vocal tracking for me, and I guess like it took like I don't know, it took like 2 days, could be more, just for one song, and I mean like just 2 bars, and the chorus was super huge and super danceable, but at the same time like it's still heavy, and also like you guys can like feel the Crossfaith vibe from the song. So like I love the song, and I'm so proud of the song as well.
Yeah, I really like its pace as well, because it's on my running playlist. So whenever I go running, I listen to this song, and it's so catchy, and it has a good rhythm. So I can keep the tempo with it.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. About the lyrics, so where do your ideas come from, or what is created first, the lyrics or the melody?
Like we made firstly like we made a concept, and then like I follow the concept, then like writing lyrics and a melody at the same time, but mostly melody first, because like the sound of the words is super important. Like, and you know, that's the reason why I hired the guy for the vocal tracking, and like he also like helped me to write the lyrics as well. Every single songs always like follow the concept, or like sometimes I asked my boy, like I mean the Teru or Kazu, like they are our main songwriter. So like sometimes like I ask them to like what is the like main theme of the song, and then like I make the song wider with my lyrics.
Okay, so you mentioned that the lyrics are following the thematic of the album. But if I had to describe the album with one word, I would probably choose fury, anger, or determination due to the songs Catastrophe or Destroy. So I'm really curious what the reason is behind this anger or behind this powerful expression of not letting anyone control you.
About Destroy, even in the music scene, like there's so many people like force us to do like something like for the TV show, and there's so many stuff like relate with like music stuff, like you know what I mean, like interviews and like TV show and radio stuff, and sometimes like you know, like on the festival, like so many Japanese band and so many like guys from the music industries, and we gotta, you know, like so many people like always like, you know, trying to like say hi to everyone, and I don't like it. That was like, you know, just very small thing, but you know, like in the world, like the government, like Japanese government, and it's totally fucked up, and also like I think like so many people have like complained to like own governments as well. Yeah, so many things, so many angers, and so many feelings, but I always like put positive thing even in a like super angry song, except the Perfect Nightmare from this album. But you know, like how see like Destroy, like the main theme is like we are not victim anymore, like, you know, we are not victim like from anyone. Our like main concept of this album is like awake to humanity, and like always decision is always in your hand. So like in my hand, I don't want to be the like robot like from the someone. So yes, like it's anger, but it's more like the sound of like the awakening. You know what I mean? Awakening the like the people. You know what I mean? Like the power.
Yeah, that's indeed a good message. But there is one song, like Milestone. This is completely different from the other ones.
Yeah.
And I would like to know the story behind it, or what you mean with coming home.
This one was written by guitarist Kazu, and first time I heard the song, like heard the demo, I mean, I was like, oh, I gotta write about the band. Like, we need to write about the band with this song. And I was asking to my boys, like, can I write about the band? And also, it's not following with the like main concept of this album. And they were like, for sure, like just go for it. And then I write about the band, and especially like write about the tour. We're always on the tour, and we're always in a like different place, in different countries and different places. So we have like so many people who waiting for us. Like in Japan, my friends are always waiting for me to like come back to Japan and like hang out, and like my family always like want me to back to my home as well. But you know, still we're on the road, so like I always telling to everyone like, okay, now I'm coming home. But actually not. But my heart is always be with you guys, so that's the like main concept of the song, my song.
Nice. Talking about touring, you are having 20 shows in only 26 days, and that's pretty insane. So seeing all the Instagram stories with you partying like after the shows, how do you keep yourself fit?
Actually, you know, I'm kind of sneaking, so I'm always like pretending join the party, you know what I mean? But you know, I need to save my voice. So like last night was like huge party. It wasn't a huge party, but it was like some of us were fucked up. And yesterday was the birthday of our like assistant tour manager, and yes, like he was fucked up, and like a lot of people like dying on the floor, and I was there, but I was like, just say nothing, like something like that. But you know, tomorrow is day off, so like ready to party again, round 2.
With the Unicum.
Yes.
I guess you don't have much chance, but if you have any, what do you like to visit most when you are on tour? For example, arrive to the Netherlands, is there something you want to check out? Or something? In
this country, like so beautiful, and in Netherlands, like I really want to try like real cheese, because it's super famous in here, and I've been to like coffee shop, and not today, but yes, like it's awesome, but sometimes too much. I don't know, like I want to do canoeing. It's so good. Like, I fucking love to do canoeing in a day off. Yes, that's my, I want to do it. I want to do canoeing.
It's cool. Also, this summer you came to Hungary as an opening act of Underdogs, and this was your first show in Hungary when you didn't have a bomb alarm. Like, the first time you had a bomb alarm, so how was this show? If you still remember.
It was so scary, like, right after I was set, like, our TM was run to us and like, oh, like, bomb alarm, and I was like, what the fuck, and then we all like evacuated, but there was a story behind it, like, it was bullshit, but like, our TM at the time was like, care about our gears, because like, some people like called the police, and like I set the bomb like in the venue, and then like people evacuated. Then like thieves steal the gear from the venue. Sometimes it happens. So like, yes, like we brought like all of our gears to the bands, and but you know, at the end, like it was bullshit, and you know, it was fun. We can never experience that kind of stuff in Japan. So like I was like, oh, like, welcome to Europe. You know? I love it. Okay,
but this summer you had no alarms, so the show could be pretty smooth.
Yes.
So we hope that it will be like that in the future as well. And is there any memorable thing that happened during this tour or this year during touring?
On this tour?
Oh.
Like our drummer Tatsu is injured with like his stick. Like he stopped his stick like on here. On the last shot, like on the like very last shot on the set, and he was like, "Oh my god, I fucking did it!" And like I was like, "Oh, what should we do like for tomorrow's show?" Like we possibly like cancel the concert, but like he was like, "Oh no, I'm going to do like with one head." Like I was like, "Oh, he's just such a monster." Yeah, he was like, yeah, not memorable, but it was.
Yeah, these injuries are part of the tours. Like in summer, it was Hero with the appendix removal surgery, so
you know,
it's kind of bad luck.
Tour life is over.
Yeah. And as musicians, what do you think your mission is? I mean, is there something special you would like to achieve with your music?
We want to do a show in the moon. That'll be sick, isn't it?
Cool. Let's do this. Do you have any idols?
As a singer? I would say Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and of a band, the Prodigy would be the We're Here, and Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
And what do you listen to nowadays? Can you name some bands or artists?
When I'm in Europe, like I always wanna listen to like the band from here, right? And I was listening to Big Big Lio, and yesterday I was listening to like French hip hop band called Hocus Pocus. It's very good. They're very good. You guys should check them out. Chemical Brothers, Lower Than Natural Taste, like so many bands. Yeah.
I will check them out.
Yeah.
Do you always bring something from home, like which is really important for you? When it's not your phone or laptop or console or anything?
This time I don't use a lot, like a laptop. But, I brought Nintendo Switch, and I played the game called Undertale. You know the game?
No.
Undertale. You should play it. It's.
Oh yeah, Undertale. I know that. I know that.
Yeah. It blew my mind. Like I was so shocked, and I was playing in my bag, and it's so dark, and I put the headphone, and it was like it was awesome. Like the game was awesome. Like I haven't played a game like ages, but like the game is sick. I feel like so much love from the creator. Yeah.
When you are traveling to another country, like when you are on the way in the bus, you just try to sleep, or
when I was driving, like I'm little hangout in here, and I'm going back to my cave, and then like I don't know, like watch some like city stuff on YouTube maybe, and listen to music.
Okay, we are already finished. I just had my only last question popping up in my mind. Because you just mentioned Teru, that he's kind of the core of creating the music.
Oh yeah.
I see several pictures of him when he's hanging down from the ceiling or jumping to the crowd and doing all crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just nosy if he already found a spot in this location which you will jump to, climb up to,
but
because that's goddamn scary.
He might. Like from the first show of this tour was like held by Kerrang magazine, and we played on the tiny venue, and there was like one pole on the roof, and like he was like, okay, I think it's okay. Then like the owner of the venue like was coming like, don't fucking do that, don't touch this, like, you know, but anything you can do except this. And like, yeah, he might check it, but it depends on the show. Like if he fell down, like he will not do anything, but like it's a good sign, yeah, for him.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a great show without any more troubles, injuries and such. Since it's only you, I gave only one. It's also a kind of Hungarian drink.
Oh, thank you.
It's a kind of lighter than that one.
Okay.
It's like 30%, and it's really famous in Hungary.
Oh, cool.
It's like sherry flavored licorice stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming to our like show, and
yeah, and next time please don't forget to come to Budapest.
Okay.
Because you have many fans there.
Yeah,
also in Vienna there were a bunch of people. That was the closest location, so we are waiting there for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yeah.